A Maritime sports, we breaking the heat. Sean on the mic, pulling grails from the street. Crosby, Mick, David, Bedard on the rise. Great White North, where the legends collide. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline high. Silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. Mick, David, Speed, Bedard on the glide. Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a one-on-one hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime sports, engrave the name.
Hello and welcome everyone to Maritime Sports Cards. This is break number 194, and we have a half case of the brand new extended series on the docket here tonight, and the newly released SP Authentic. So a 7-box break along with 6 pretty awesome hit cards that we are going to be randomizing amongst those in the break at the end of tonight's show. We have a poll that's up here tonight as well, wondering what you think the draft order is going to be. Got a few different options there for you, and maybe you don't think it's any of them, but I gotta think those are probably the top 3 in not necessarily the order of what's there, but it is curious. I'm hardcore Toronto Maple Leafs fan, and I gotta hope that they're gonna pick Gavin McKenna, but there is a lot of buzz around Stenberg as well, and Chase Reed is a pretty studded defenseman by all accounts, so geez, it could go any way. All right, I did see that we had one more spot left here. I'm just going to double check some things. I think we're probably good to go, but 1 second here. Okay, so I'm just going to update our list here. 1 second. Putting our players up on the screen here on a randomizer. Just give you one more moment. All right, so let's move over to the randomizer. This is a team random break. We have 32 spots available, and of course, we've got 32 teams, 32 participants. Aubrey, yes, I can definitely put one for Casey. Oh, late birthday present. Okay, let me just do that real quick. All right, got that updated for you. Nice to see Mike there. Kiefer, nice to see you, bud. Aubrey, if you're watching here live on YouTube, do say hello. It's always nice for me to see who's watching here live. Thankfully, the draft day is not tonight. We would have had maybe a little bit less of an audience. No major sporting events outside the World Cup, of course, going on, if that's something that you're into. I gotta say, I've always enjoyed playing soccer. Not really enjoyed watching it much on TV. Like going to the games live. It's just not a TV spectator sport for myself, but I know I'm in the minority on that view, given that it is literally the most popular sport in the world. So anyway, enough about soccer. Let's get on to hockey. As I said, it is a team random break here tonight. I've got the list of teams on the left-hand side. We got our list of participants on the right. I'll randomize each list 3 times, and that'll pair you up with who you got tonight. So give me 1 sec to get that going. Here we go. So we have our list of teams. Here we go. That's once, twice, and 3 times. And then our list of participants, 1, 2, and 3. I'm also just going to really quickly randomize a left-right. I'll do that once for any cards that have a team on the left and right-hand side. Tonight it'll be the right-hand side. Okay, so there's our list of participants and our teams. We do allow a couple of minutes here for trades. Both participants do have to be watching live here on YouTube, and they have to agree to it in order for it to take place. But we'll leave that open for maybe a couple of minutes and see what ends up happening. Maritime card collector. Can't wait for the draft tomorrow. Trades this week has been crazy. Yeah, and it's not slowing down. There's a couple more trades trickled in just in the last few minutes here. I haven't had a chance to analyze them yet. Sounds like Florida just picked up someone from Philly. Halfway, I think. Yeah, some absolute crazy things that have been going on. Aubrey can't listen much. Yeah, no problem, Aubrey. Not an issue at all. Obviously, I think the biggest trade so far is obviously Brady Tkachuk going to the Florida Panthers, playing with his brother. Nothing in return outside of picks, but decent picks. They've already parlayed one of those picks into William Eklund, which is a solid player in his own right. I still got to think that Florida got the best of that deal, and it's unfortunate for Ottawa, but when Brady says, hey, I'm only going to go to these X number of teams and I'm out of here, it doesn't really leave the Ottawa Senators a whole lot of leverage. So, they're kind of in a bit of a bind. The Leafs picked up Radish, which I'm so on the fence with that. He had one good year, literally one in his entire career. I don't know how that's going to work out for the Leafs. They're paying a huge price. He's got a bomb of a shot from the point. He can definitely quarterback a power play. I think those are all great things for the Leafs, but can he produce anywhere near the level that he did last year with Tampa Bay Lightning? Hard to say. Okay, we got a couple of trades here being proposed. We've got Ottawa that's up for grabs. Capitals up for grabs. Casey saying probably some trades on the draft day floor would not surprise me whatsoever. I know there's a lot of interest floating around Matthew Nyes. I think Toronto's got to be absolutely crazy to move him unless the offer is just so good you cannot refuse it. Like if Werenski's coming to Toronto for Nyes and maybe a pick or something like that, I'd do that all day long if I'm a Leaf. But Nyes he's proven he's a power forward kind of guy. So it's got to be somebody good in return. It can't just be for some draft picks. Also hearing Morgan Riley shopped around a little bit, but the Leafs aren't going to get much back for him. So, yeah. Casey said he would trade Detroit for the Washington Capitals. Peter, if you're interested in that deal. Peter's asking Brian if he might want to trade. I'm assuming Brian ended up with Montreal. That's usually who Peter's trying to trade for. I'm wondering, was there in SPA, was there an OV card? I know there's a Gretzky Auto as a potential. I don't think there's an OV Auto, if that influences things at all. I do not believe there's an OV Auto in SP Authentic. Blues and Preds also up for grabs. Maritime Collector throwing those out. So as I've said for the last couple of breaks, this one will be the last formal break that I'm going to do for the summer. I will hit pause and come back in probably the first week of September, probably the first week of September. Going to take some time this summer to do a lot of traveling, and I won't be around very much, so it doesn't make sense for me to try to maneuver some breaks around. However, if there ends up being a week where I'm bored, I might do a mini break or maybe a break combined with some cards like we're doing here tonight. So we'll do a break/Raz, I guess you would call it. I will probably be opening some product on the channel over the summer months, just myself opening up new releases. Will Detroit for Blues if Caps are a no-go? So Maritime Collector, if you want to do Blues for the Capitals, that's a possibility. Aubrey's asking if Alex would trade Ottawa for Buffalo. Oh, Aubrey unloading the potential Brady Tkachuk cards. He's like, no, that's it, I'm out. Actually, I know Aubrey's a big Buffalo Sabres fan. Although, gotta ask, Aubrey, what are you thinking with your team trading away some of their top stars? Tuck is now gone. Kyrou. I mean, arguably two of their top kind of stars. Not Kyrie, sorry. Defenseman, guy went to Chicago. Josh. Byron. Pardon me, Byron. Yes. Yeah, Byram and Tuck leaving Buffalo, first time to make the playoffs in forever, and they're trading those two guys away. Not sure what the strategy is there. And I do think Buffalo did get the best of the Byram trade. There's no question there. But the Alex Tuck one, that's got to sting a little bit. I don't see any trades materializing here. I'll give that another 30 seconds. We got anything that's going to come to light here? Sam says, looks like I'm not in the break, but I purchased a spot. Hang on one sec there, Sam. Let me double check. Sorry, folks, just give me 1 second. I just need to double check the orders on the website here, make sure we did not miss Sam. Okay, just give me a moment here. I'm checking to see about the orders here to make sure that I haven't left Sam out. All right, so it does look like, Sam, you did purchase a spot. In fact, you're the first person to buy a spot for this break. So give me 1 second here while I think of a potential solution, because I can't re-randomize what's here. That wouldn't be right for those that are already seen what teams they have. So give me 1 second here, Sam. I'm going to figure something out. I'm just texting a buddy of mine. 1 sec. All right, Sam, I have a potential solution here for you. And Sam, you just let me know what you want to do here. One, I can give you a complete refund for the spot. Two, get the camera there. Two, my friend Josh is in the break here tonight. He's a neighbor of mine. he has said you can have any one of his spots, and if you decide to take one of his spots, I'll give you a $50 break credit for a future break. So you get a spot plus a $50 credit for a future break. Do either of those solutions work for you? And again, I do apologize. I didn't catch it. You were the first order that came through, and it was early, so it just, I don't know, it didn't show up in my radar here when I was making the list tonight. Or Peter's put forward that you can have his spot as well. He was the last person in, and he's willing to give his spot if you want his team. Very nice of Peter. So again, to review the options, I can give you a full refund for the spot. No issues there whatsoever. You can have any one of Josh D's spots. He's my neighbor and friend. And if you take one of his spots, I'll give you a $50 break credit towards a future break. So you're going to get one of those teams for $25, essentially. Or Peter D is willing to give up his spot for tonight's break as well. Apologies for the delay here, folks. This is definitely on me. I made an error here in omitting Sam from tonight's break. In the meantime, feel free to carry on with any potential trades while we're waiting for Sam to decide which option he would like to take. Looks like so far in our poll, McKenna, Stenberg, Reed going top 1, 2, and 3, which is interesting because most people actually have McKenna Stenberg as 1, 2, and Reed as number 4, 5. Holter goes third because of the connect. Maybe. I mean, he's the coach, but possibly. Sorry, just waiting to hear from Sam. I don't know if he's hearing me in voice chat, so I just typed it in to see if he's heard the options. Again, apologies for the delayed start here, folks. On me, I had someone purchase a spot, and unfortunately I did not include them in the list of participants here tonight. And hence we need to pause for 1 second to get this sorted out. Sorry, I just emailed Sam because he's not answering here live in YouTube. It is quite the delay. I do want to get going on tonight's break. So if I don't hear from him in the next 3 minutes, we'll start at 8:25. If I don't hear from him in the next 3 minutes, I'll just give him a refund and we're going to carry on with tonight's break. Can I sing for you? That is the last thing that you want, is for me to be doing any sort of singing. And no, Malholtra's not crazy at 3. In fact, any of the top 5 could go any which way, depending on if the team that's picking has a specific need. You know, if you need a left shot D, or if you need a left wing or a center, right? You know what I mean? Like it could go any way for sure. Like the proposed right now, 3rd and 4th by most people's lists are both defensemen. If the Sharks need a defenseman, maybe they take Reed. All right, I am going to put these teams up in graphic format here. That'll take me a quick second. Regardless of what option he takes, we can still substitute that out afterwards. That's not a big deal. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I think I've given Sam enough time here to reply to me. He did email a little while ago. I did email back. I haven't seen a response. At this point, we're going to move forward with the break. If you can answer me in either chat or email quick enough, then we can swap out any of those Josh teams and or Peters, but not before we get too far into opening the product here tonight. So the star of tonight's show may in fact be a 2526 SP Authentic. Of course, that is home to the Future Watch, as well as Sign of the Time card. So there could be some potential nice hits in that one. And then we have a half case. So this is 6 boxes from a fresh case that I just opened of a 12. So we're going to start with that here tonight. Apologies again for the delays here, folks. Let's take that down. We're going to kick that up into the upper right-hand corner. And we are going to get started here with tonight's break. I'm going to be generous. I'm going to give Sam until the end of box number 1 here to come up with a solution. Good luck, everyone. If you're wondering what all these cards are in the back, these are the 6 cards that we will be randomizing amongst all participants in tonight's break here tonight. We have a Platinum Marquee Rookie of Celebrini himself. We've got a Cutter Gauthier Rookie Authentics. That is a auto there. A beautiful patch jersey of Cole Caufield. That's in his rookie year. That's an emerald, so that's numbered out of 99. We have a Young Guns, Quinn Hughes, a doubloons, gold doubloons, Nick Suzuki. That's from Allure. And then we have this wicked looking Splendor with a gorgeous patch here and on card auto, short printed to 36 of John Tavares. All right. Again, apologies for the delay here, folks. Here we go. Good luck to everyone. The last breaks before we head into summer. All right, there we are with the base. Starting off with the Young Gun here at La Chance. We have a UD3 there of Troy Terry and a Bobrovsky canvas. Boy, is he asking for the moon or what? Bobrovsky at age 37 is looking for like a 6 to 8 year deal from what I'm hearing. Guy's going to be ancient as a goaltender. Just the sort of thing Toronto might do. We've got understood the assignment there. Another Young Gun. And this one is Kemler. And we got a reflections there of Oliver Moore. So I just got to grab that first Young Gun, get her into a top loader. All right, there we go. All right, next pack here. We got a Silver Outburst. Maybe a Silver Outburst Young Gun. Possibly? Nope. Just a regular Silver Outburst. And you got Brent Burns. We got a Power Play Rookie, Sam Rinzel. Oh, we got a Matthew Schaefer there on the draft day. If we're going to get a draft day card, that or Demidov would be the ones that you'd want to see. So we'll take that for sure. There we go, draft day. We got a Zane Perek, Power Play Rookie. Barkov and we got a Young Gun Deluxe there. Clattenburg. Connor Clattenburg on the Young Gun Deluxe, numbered 40 out of 250. Well, Sam, if you're watching, it is still on the table. You were allowed up until the end of box number 1 to claim one of Josh D's teams, which one of them I believe was the Edmonton Oilers. So if that's something you want to do, chime in, please. Another Young Gun. Boy, we're hitting all the Young Guns right away in the first few packs here. This is Kaskamaki. UD3 and a Young Gun canvas there, Finney. Like that, doubling up on the Young Guns in that pack. Josh is actually a pretty casual collector, and I think he just comes in the breaks because it's something that we can talk about. I gotta be perfectly honest. He's a card collector of sorts, but he's not overly serious. I mean, don't get me wrong, if we, hit a McDavid auto or something like that, he might change his mind, but I don't think he'd change it over that deluxe. Okay, we got an all-world team. Philip Forsberg. We got Zane Perek here on the pros and prospects. And, we got a holographics. Looks like the base holographics there of Kemmel. Yep, that's the base. Understood the assignment. Barzell. We got a Nikishin. And a rookie update. That one is of Koivunen. Numbered. These are hard to see through the camera. 275 of 1999. Of course, in this year's extended, we also have the Four Nations cards in place of All-Star cards. So they've been actually pretty fun to collect. But you don't get everybody, so you don't have the full Team Canada. I'm hoping that maybe they put the rest of them in next year's extended. I don't know what they're going to do, but it'd be nice to be able to get the full team. But that's not available in the extended this year. It's only part of the team. All right, we got a Troy Terry, followed by a Nick Lardis Young Gun, and a regular canvas. I don't believe that Upper Deck has made it clear as to where they're putting the rest of them. Because if you're going to collect them for flagship, then you'd want them to be in a flagship card. And even if they do put it in Series 1 next year or extended next year, the cards are going to look different. So I'm not sure how they're going to handle that one. Understood the assignment there, Patrick Laine. Our rookie reflections, Sam Rinzel, and our first Dazzler Blue, Clayton Keller. All right. So Sam has them in email. He says, keep things as is. We'll work something out afterwards. So I appreciate that, Sam. And again, deep apologies. Deep apologies. And I will make it right. Michael Misa on the draft day. Beauty there. So we'll make sure you're taken care of, Sam. That's one thing that I've learned through my years of business is always make it right. Be the bigger person, even if it costs you something, but make it right. All right, we got Hellebuck here. Pros and prospects. Definitely somebody being talked about as potentially moving. I don't know if he's demanded a trade. That's definitely not come out public if he has. But he, I think, wants a chance to go somewhere where he feels he's got a shot at the cup. Maybe just a change of scenery, too. Like, the guy just seems to not be able to come through in the playoffs. I don't know. Is that him, or is it the team? Is it... Hard to say. Got a gold medal, though. All right, box number 1 in the books. We have a number of different giveaways here going on tonight. I got some random packs we're going to open up. It is the last break here again before summer, so I thought we'd have some fun with it. Yeah, I'm sure Sam's a great dude. He's been in my breaks for a long, long time, and I feel terrible. Anytime like any sort of thing happens, a card goes missing in the mail, it's like anything, man, my stomach just churns. I hate it. Fortunately, it's few and far between, but I'm human and I do make mistakes, and I'll be the first one to admit when I do. So Sam, if you're still watching, I will absolutely make it right for you. And again, apologies. Okay. Box number 2 is understood the assignment there. First young gun out of that one, Barkey. And a rookie reflections. For our Calgary folks, I have been seeing an awful lot of, on Facebook, a lot of card shows being advertised. Sounds like there's a pickup out there because there really wasn't much for card shows other than the one that's in the mall north of the city that I've been to a couple times. But it seems like more and more shows are popping up. So if you're in the Calgary area, let me know if you've been going to those because I'm curious how they fare. Oh, we got another silver outburst. Probably, no, that's just a regular card, I believe. Oh, we got a Demidov in UD3. Love the rookie inserts. Those are always good to hit. And, oh, no, it is a young gun. And it is a Jacob Fowler. Sorry, I almost said Cam Fowler. Jacob Fowler, silver outburst young gun. Massive hit there for Montreal. Beauty hit there. I don't know who's got Montreal. It's very small on my screen. I think it must be Brian because I know Peter was trying to trade with Brian earlier. But there we go. Somebody said they wanted some big hits here tonight, and that, my friends, is a big hit. Jacob Fowler on the Silver Outburst Young Gun. All right, this is when we start taking some of these cards down and set them aside for the draw later. Let's put that one under our eventual card cam. I'm going to take these down. There we go, folks. Starting off strong. Box number 2. Big Fowler Silver Outburst Young Gun hit there. And we've got a Khrushchev regular Young Gun, a UD3 there. Oh, and a Young Gun canvas. We got Vilander from the Vancouver Canucks. So a couple of Young Gun canvases so far. And of course, the big Silver Outburst. It was in the 3rd position in the pack, and usually the Young Gun is in the middle of the 3 inserts, so I didn't think it was going to be a Young Gun. Certainly glad it was. Levshinov. I got a, who's that? Murchison. I'm not familiar with him. I got to look up his hockey DB after. Cale Makar on the pros and prospects. It's definitely a big card, Casey. Not as big as our red Demidov outburst that we landed a few breaks back. That was a big one. All right, and oh, that should be a variation. Yes, it is. We got a playoff photo variation there of Landeskog. So whoever's got Colorado, when you get your cards, don't look at that and go, why do you throw a base card in? That is a photo parallel. Oh, and we hit the acetate Young Gun during the last break. I mean, that was massive. Washington Capitals. Demidov, power play rookies. The Berkeley Catton, another big rookie coming up. We have a rookie update here. This one, Weisblatt, numbered 236 out of 1999. Yeah, that acetate was a really sweet hit. No complaints there. We got a Perec there on our draft day, a UD3, and a regular canvas of Furvix. And I was actually talking to somebody at the card show here in Moncton that happened this just the past weekend. And they came up to me and had an acetate Young Gun, and one other person came up to me trying to sell me an acetate Young Gun. And then I got thinking, geez, did they change the odds? And then I thought, you know what? No, this is just coincidence. It's like when they put the bootleg inserts in. I hit 2 of them. And then I got thinking, well, these aren't all that rare. I mean, you know, I got 2. And I saw a couple other people had a couple. And then it just dried up. I didn't start seeing them anymore. I opened probably another 10 cases, didn't see any. Anyone I knew never hit one. It just got lucky in the first couple, that's all. Okay, we got a Our World there. Kyle Connor. Matthew Schaefer there on the pros and prospects, and a black and white canvas of Devon Tays. So hitting a few of the nice rookie inserts. We got some Demidov, some Schaefer. Haven't seen any Seneca yet. And we got a sizzle reel, and we got another Montreal Canadian Young Gun. This one is Davidson. And Deline. Oh, Maritime Collector says you bought one. Oh, you bought one of my bootlegs? Was it the O-Pee-Chee? I had an O-Pee-Chee and I had a Makar, I think it was. Or was it McKinnon? It was definitely, the one I had was definitely Colorado. And I had an O-Pee-Chee. And then after I sold it, I regretted it. I'm like, man, these things are definitely more rare than I thought they were. All right, right, we got a Dazzler coming up right after Dvorsky, and it is Dylan Strome. It was Nate. Okay, it was McKinnon. Yeah, good for you, man. Like I love when people get cards that they like, and a deal's a deal. So no hard feelings or issues for me. That was my decision. Oh, we got a Sidney Crosby there, and oh no, did we do it? We hit it back at Seneca, folks. Oh my goodness! In the same box, we get a Fowler Silver Outburst and a Beckett Seneca Young Gun. What are the chances of that? Which just goes to show you that there is truth to what Upper Deck tells us, that there are no case hits in Flagship. There are only box hits. They just put everything in boxes, and you literally could get a Silver Outburst of this, and you could get a Silver Outburst of Seneca in the same box. It's totally possible. But what a box. Imagine that's the one you picked off the shelf if you only bought one of them. Sizzle Reel, Pros and Prospects, and a Speckle Parallel. There he is, Nate himself, all-world team. Fantastic box there, folks. A couple of nice big hits. All right, let's do a giveaway. Open a pack. Let's do a giveaway. All right, so tonight, giving away a card, we've got this blue parallel Star Rookies of Logan Stankoven. Obviously, he's with the Carolina Hurricanes and played a hell of a series. This is a Star Rookie. This is the blue parallel, so they're actually fairly rare. In addition, you're getting a centering tool. So you use this by, you put your card on top, you look at it, and you can see if it's centered. It's hard to do on a card like this. It doesn't have any borders, but it helps you to determine if your card is centered or not. So you're getting a centering tool along with a blue Star Rookie. Just do !join to enter the draw. No purchase necessary, folks. You just got to be watching live on YouTube in order to win. It's my way of saying thank you for tuning into tonight's break. While you guys are doing your entries, I do want to talk a little bit about Halifax because I have been approved as a vendor. So I will have a booth. Actually, I got a couple of booths at the upcoming Sports Card Expo happening in Halifax, July 10th, 11th, and 12th. If you're in the area, if you're in the Maritimes, if you're visiting the area, this should be something worth checking out. It is put on by the same folks that do the Toronto and Montreal Sports Card Expos, as well as others across the country. They definitely know how to promote and advertise. There's going to be over, I think it's 100 plus dealers that'll be there. I've been assured that, yes, there will be some TCG, but it is primarily a sports card show. And like I said, it should be worth your while. It's going to be by far, I would think, the biggest sports card expo in the Maritimes, at least for the last several years. I've been living here now for 10 years, and I've not seen one bigger. Now, I know they used to do some expos in Halifax a while ago, and maybe that one might have rivaled it, but this one's shaping up to be pretty good. So if you're in the area, come by, do introduce yourself, say hello. I've always got sets of base cards and other things that I give away to people that are in our break, so come introduce yourself. All right, last chance to get into the draw here for the Logan Stankoven Blue Parallel Star Rookie and centering tool. Just do !join. Looking for the Sports Card Expert in Calgary. Yeah, exactly. The Sports Card Expos tend to do, I think, fairly well. There's one in Calgary. Is it in Calgary or Edmonton? There's one out west. There's a non-Sports Card Expo show that happens in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. So it's not part of the same franchise of promoters. That one's actually really a good show as well. All right, let's do our draw here. All right, no more entries. Our winner, Jean P. Congratulations to Jean. And on to box number 3. There is actually a very large number of people from Alberta, Calgary specifically, that are in our break. I'm trying to understand why. I'm not complaining, by the way. Love the fact that I got people from coast to coast in our breaks. But Calgary in specific, there's a pretty big contingency. Like probably 15-ish people. Not all of them regulars, but I'd say there's at least 50, maybe even 20. I got the understand the assignment, and we got another Davidson. Oh no, that's different than no. I think we had a Davidson last time. Another silver outburst coming up. We got a sizzle reel first. Our rookie reflections, and we got a checklist silver outburst. So that one, I believe the right-hand side ends up with the cards here tonight, so that would be Detroit. The silver outburst checklist. We got a power player rookie, a Zane Correct draft day. That's the second one of those. And an Oliver Moore. I may actually be coming out to the Calgary area the first week of August, I think it is. Got a meeting that's going on out that way. I'm just deciding if I'm going or not because I got some vacation kind of pressed right up against it. So I may or may not be there. If I am, love to meet up and grab a beer with any of our Calgary contingencies. Oh, look at this, folks. Wow. Okay, so I opened up a fresh case. I pulled 6 boxes out of that case. Typically, you're going to get 1.2 of the big Young Guns per case. Another double whammy Beckett Seneca. We hit 2 of them in our last break, which was a full case break. Tonight, we hit 2 of them, and we did it in the 6 boxes out of the 12. Wow. Well, whoever's got Anaheim just doubled up on that one. There we go. Box 3 treating us well. All right, Zane Correct there, power play rookies. Got another Zane Correct, pros and prospects, and our rookie here. This is Ryan Green, number 657 out of 1999 on the rookie update. Yeah, what are the odds of that? I mean, the odds of 2 in a case are low. And then the fact that there were 2, and I pulled the 6 boxes that they would have been in. All right, got another Groshep. And a rookie reflections there, Moore. And a Miller on the regular canvas. Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. No one touch for the second one. We are at a one touch limit per Beckett Seneca Young Gun. Yeah, I'll throw it in a 1 touch later. I just got so excited I didn't even think about it. Okay, we got a sizzle reel here. We got a Nikishin, and we got the pink Dazzler. Oh, this one of Matthew Nyes may or may not be a Toronto Maple Leaf by the end of this weekend. We got a Carson Lambos Young Gun, pros and prospects, Barkov, and another Young Gun canvas. This one is Otto Stenberg, not to be confused with the Stenberg that's in the draft. Different guy. Andrew's had some big hits in our breaks. He went dry for a little bit there, and then he's back in again tonight. He's had some good hits. Understood the assignment. Barzell there. A UD3, and then behind that, ooh, there we go. We'll take that. We got a Demidov. Rookie Premieres, Trilogy Rookie Premieres. Oh, this one is not, it's not numbered, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. There it is. Numbered 52 out of 999. Beckett Seneca, a Young Gun, and a Demidov Trilogy Rookie Premieres card, numbered. Notice the pattern there? Montreal, Anaheim, Montreal, Anaheim. Both hitting it pretty big so far here tonight. All World, Forsberg, UD3. Oh, we got a clear cut. Oh, it's not a Young Gun. We have Eriksson Ek there on the clear cut. And there we go. Put a little background there so you can see the card. Another Lion A. Is that Terry? Yeah, that's Troy Terry. And a Blue Dazzler there, Adam Fantilli. Who, by the way, I think in the next 2 or 3 years, he is going to be one of the premier players in the league. Mark my words on that one. He's developing really well. All right, you got a Rantanen on the All World. We got a Beckett Seneca Draft Day. And a canvas there of McNabb. He's got all his teeth here. That'll do it for that box. What a box that one was. Demidov and a Seneca. Let's do a random pack opening. Part of tonight's break, whatever we hit, it's going out there. The 2023 Tim Hortons Legends pack. All right, who do we have here? Charlene Labonte, Team Canada. Geraldine Henney. And a Tony Esposito. Look at those pads and blocker. No wonder there's so many goals back in those days. Although they also didn't have sticks that flexed, and there's all sorts of arguments one way or another. But there we go. The Team Canada ones, we're going to have to randomize these because these are not NHL players. So they'll be part of tonight's randomization because they are part of the women's Team Canada team. So I'm going to set those just off to the side here. And if I forget, somebody please remind me that I got to randomize those. And that one will go to whoever has Chicago. Let's do a draw. All right, this time we are going to do a Jack Hughes Orem. Really love the Orem cards from this year. I know they're a bounty card, but people are actually collecting these because they're nice looking cards. This one's a Jack Hughes Orem from Artifacts. This is from the 25-26. Of course, the code is not scratched, so if you do want to use it, I suppose you could. You're also getting a centering tool. So we're going to give the centering tool away. Again, this is a card that's hard to check centering on. You typically need one with a border or some sort of features that you can compare against, but we have a centering tool and a Jack Hughes Artifacts Orem card up for grab. Just do exclamation point join. And if you haven't heard, PSA on a major backlog. So they have stopped taking any bulk submissions or value submissions, meaning any of the lower end cards or the ones that you do not pay a premium to get graded for, they're just not accepting them. And they've said that they're not going to accept them until they catch up on the backlog, which they estimate is going to take anywhere between 3 and 5 months. So unfortunately, for anyone that wants a PSA card or a graded card through PSA, you're either going to have to pay the premium, so the rush fee or whatever it is, or you're just going to have to wait. So I wonder, what is that going to do to maybe the value of Beckett? Because lots of people are turning and sending their cards to Beckett. They've got no upcharges and pretty quick turnaround times. So does Beckett make a resurgence? And does PSA really care, seeing how they're now the same company? All right, we'll give that about another 30 seconds or so for anyone that wants to join in to win the Jack Hughes Orem card along with the centering tool. All right, no more entries. Our winner, Jay Hollister. Congratulations to Jay. On to our next box here. Interesting to see what's going to happen with PWHL. That should be releasing, I think, next week with all the new expansion teams. I got 4 more expansion teams. Absolutely on fire. The last few shows I've been at, more and more people asking for PWHL cards. In fact, there's one vendor, that's all they, actually 2 that I saw in Toronto, all they specialized in was PWHL or women's hockey cards. Definitely picking up some steam. And great to see, by the way. So that's coming out in, I believe it's either next week or the week after. I do have a case ordered, so I will probably open some here on the channel, and I should have some available at the show in Halifax. Okay, Young Gun off the start here. We got Murchison. I know we double up on him too. Ryan Leonard on the Pros and Prospects, and a canvas there, Taves. I think we got the black and white canvas of that one earlier. We got Moore. There's a Beckett Seneca insert. I said earlier we hadn't hit any yet. Well, there he is. And whoa, the UD exclusives. Unfortunately, it's FAPSA. Not, one of the superstar players, but it is still a UD exclusives, number 97 out of 100. So we've hit a deluxe. We've hit a UD exclusives. We've got a silver outburst. So far, these 6 boxes of the case, absolutely stellar. And there are collectors of these UD exclusive cards. So even if you're a Dallas Star guy, whoever's got the Dallas Stars here tonight, and you get this card and you're like, well, what am I going to do with it? That's a card you might want to consider, like a Slab Sharks or something where, eBay, where you got a wider audience, and the people that collect these exclusives, some of them collect the whole set. All right, we've got Young Gun here, Skinner. We got our rookie reflections of Demidov and a canvas of Matthews. If you're not familiar with Slab Sharks, that is a consignment service. So you submit your cards to Slab Shark. They then post the listing on eBay, and they do an auction every single Thursday. It is probably, if not, it is. I'm not saying probably. I think it is the largest ongoing hockey card auction in the world. And it's happening every single Thursday. The, I guess, downside is it's an auction, so you never know what you're going to end up with. So if you're just happy to throw a card like that up there, and if you get $10, you're happy. But if you get, 100, you're even more happy. Then that's a great service for it. An all-world Connor McDavid, UD3, and a black and white Young Gun canvas there. Dominic James of our Young Gun. Slab Sharks has all of their fees posted up on their website, and typically you're going to get, anywhere between an 85 and 90% payout, which is quite good because eBay alone, if you're just a regular seller, you're probably going to be hit with a 13.5 to 15% commission. So it is very similar to what the charges would be if you did it yourself on eBay, except you get a lot more eyes on it because it's in their weekly auction. We got Nazem Kadri, Easton Cowan there on the draft day, and we got a Heiskanen on the pros and prospects. Also, in complete transparency, I am not sponsored by Slab Sharks, but I do use their services a lot. And so if there's something that I think can help the folks in our breaks here, then I'll mention it. I do have their logo up on our screen. Again, they are not sponsored. They don't pay me a dime to put that logo there. I don't get any discounts or breaks or anything like that. I like the service, and I want to make sure that I help promote things that I think are good for our hobby. Oh, we got another silver outburst coming in this pack. A sizzle reel, Dvorsky, and not a young gun. What? We have another Dallas Stars. Big card there, Matt Duchesne on the silver outburst. What I mean big card, it's a silver outburst, but we got the exclusives plus this, both in the same box for Dallas. Not much on the Sabres yet. Never rule out the Sabres though. All right, we got Kemmel there on the Power Play rookies. And we got his brother. There's Florian Jackeye, Arbor's brother, on the Young Guns. Pros and prospects there, Dustin Wolf. It'll be interesting seeing these two guys play on the team together. I know they had a couple of opportunities last year. One game or two? There's at least one game where they played together. Crowd went nuts. Understood the assignment. We got a UD3. Oh, another deluxe. This one, Lehkonen. Wow. 2 deluxes so far out of this case, and a UD exclusive. So we're talking numbered cards. Man, these are sweet. And it is Lehkonen, so good name there as well. See, we're spreading some of the hits out. They're not all Anaheim, Montreal. Or are they? I had to say it, didn't I? Wow. Jacob Fowler on the regular Young Gun. Oh, and a Bob Probert. I mean, I'm sorry. I know he's the top rookie guy or one of the top rookies, but Bob Probert on the canvas. Here we go, folks. Regular Fowler Young Gun and the silver outburst. Same case, same 6 boxes. And I guess Fowler doesn't get the same rule as Seneca. This one goes in one touch. Jeez. What a group of 6 boxes here. And Dazzler there. Matty Beniers. Whoever's got the Habs, and I think it's Brian, please reach out to me and let me know about tracked expedited shipping. This is definitely not something I want to send to you via regular Canada Post. McKinnon there, all world. We got a Marquee. And Buchnevich there on the canvas. Usually it's about $20. Pretty much anywhere in Canada I can usually send for $20. Expedited track, insurance, that whole deal. Andrew, you might want to do the same with a couple of Seneca cards in there. I don't know. I just don't trust Canada Post. I'll knock on wood, but whenever there's bigger cards, usually the way to go is to get it sent with expedited tracks. Ooh, we got an all world there, Speckle parallel. I don't think those are numbered now. They just say Speckle. All right, another good box. Down to 2 more boxes here of Flagship, and then we got SPA right after that. Let's do another random pack here. This one is 24-25 Collector Series Tim Hortons. So I grabbed a few random packs here. I don't really usually open it more. I'll open a few of them when they come out, but I'm just not a big collector of them. I'm not even positive. I mean, it's 24-25. Is it possible for a Celebrini in here, or would this happen before his rookie? I think these came out before his rookie cards, right? Anyone collect Tims? Please let me know. In the 24-25, are there any Celebrini cards? I have no idea. All right, let's go from the back here. We've got a Moritz Sider, Jake Sanderson, and our card is a Bo Horvat, Frozen Hot Shots. I know there's a Bedard Frozen Hot Shots, but that was, I think, 23-24, wasn't it? As I said, I'm not going to pretend I know tons about Tim Hortons cards. Matthew Schaefer, draft day card. That's 2 of those so far. Got a pros and prospects here, Matthew Wood, and a UPL on the canvas. No, there's one more box to extend after this one. 6 boxes in total. Our young gun there, Bowman, and Dvorsky. Another silver outburst. Not a young gun. But it is Samoskevich. Did he not just get traded? I think Samoskevich got traded from Florida. Pretty sure. I was trying to think, where did he go? Easton Cowan there. Power play rookies. We got another Montreal Canadian Young Guns, Engstrom. Hellebuck there, pros and prospects. Seattle, that's it. Thank you. Matthew Schaefer, power play rookies. Cole Caufield, pros and prospects. Oh, and we got a red numbered Alex Ovechkin. If we're going to get a parallel card that's going to be numbered, having it be Ovi is all right. That is numbered 76 out of 199. So that is the red parallel of Understood the Assignment. Oh, that's a pretty sweet looking card. Will he or will he not be playing in the upcoming season? I gotta think he is. He hasn't announced his retirement. Either way, he must have communicated to the team. They've got to know whether he's planning to play or not. I think he's gotta. I mean, it would be kind of lame to not play. Any retirement happens in the off season. So I think he's back for a season. All right, we got Halliday, rookie reflections, and Markstrom on the canvas. And boy, did Washington look huge. Look at their lines with Protas, we got Ovi, Wilson, and then who did they just pick up? They just picked up another absolute giant, like 6'4", 220, 230. They got some big boys on that team now. All right, Larkin, likely going to be gone by this weekend. Rookie update there. We got Coco numbered 18. 56, 1856, 1999. Hellebuck. Oh, we got a holographics coming up. This one looks like a parallel. We got a Noah Dobson on the UD3. And yep, it's the Awesome. So the AUSOM. That is the gold parallel. There it is there at the bottom. The AUSOM. So that is the, not the most rare. This is the second most rare of the 3 holographics parallels. And that's Z Buum. So it's a rookie. But it's Z Buum in, okay, that's weird. So it's a Z Buum in his Minnesota Wild, but his Young Gun in this product is in his Vancouver Canucks jersey. Why would they have done that? Things that make you go, Sizzle reel. Well, we got Berkeley Catton as well. Wow, we're hitting some nice Young Guns in this case, folks. He's definitely in, I'd say, the top 5 Young Guns in this product. Blue Dazzler. Travis Konechny. There's Brady. Not a fan of his at all. Going to be less of a fan now that he's on Florida. All World Quinn Hughes. A Young Gun there. Kemler. We had one of those earlier as well. Doubling up on him. We got Askarov there on the canvas. And one more pack in this box. We still have one more box of extended. And SBA. If you are enjoying the content here, folks, please do consider giving the video a thumbs up. It takes no effort on your part. Just click the little button there, as well as potentially subscribing to the channel so that you can keep up with anything that I may release. As I said, this summer I'll probably be doing some videos just off the cuff. If you're subscribed, you'll get notified of those videos when they're posted or coming up. Hey, we've got a Danielson, Rookie Reflections there, Sandine Pellikka, and a Gabe Velarde. This one is a playoff photo variation. That'll do it for that box. I'd say another good one. I'm also absolutely swimming in base cards. If you need a few base cards to fill out your set, please let me know. I'll happily throw a few of them in with your cards and send them to you, but please do it quick by either email or send me a message on Facebook so that I can get them in, because I do like to get your cards out quick. Usually they're out Friday morning. So if you've got a couple base cards that you need, hit me up tonight and I'll see if I can get those out with the shipments. All right, let's do another draw here. All right, we're going back in time here. We got a Lords of the Rink. This is a John Tavares card from the 2014-15 Overtime Hockey. And I don't think that's a speckle parallel. I don't think they did those back then. I think that's just a regular design of that card. And along with the card, another centering tool. So we got a centering tool. And a Lords of the Rink John Tavares card going out to the winner. Just do exclamation point join. No purchase necessary. Just got to be watching live here on YouTube. While we're waiting for that, let's do another random pack. This one is a 25-26 Collector Series of Timmy's. Let's throw these in tonight. And these will be part of the break. We got a Seth Jarvis. We saw we had a Nathan McKinnon there on the back, and we've got a True North Heroes, Mark Scheifele. Pretty sure those are a relatively common insert. Like I said, I'm not a huge Tim's guy. They do make some nice looking cards. Don't get me wrong. It's just not something that I've ever really collected. I collected the McDonald's cards back in the day. Still have a box of them here somewhere. They were nice cards too. They were kind of unique. They were clear cut. All right, so just before we dive into the last box here of Extended, and then we'll move on to SPA. We do have this draw to give away, so exclamation point join. I'll give that about another 15 seconds. Pick our winner. All right, no more entries. Jay doubling down on a win tonight. Congratulations to Jay. All right, last box here, box number 6 of our extended series. So far, some pretty nice hits. Definitely very happy with tonight's break thus far. Hopefully you are too. But wouldn't it be nice if we got one of those? Game-worn debut jersey. I think the odds are 1 in 7 cases, if I did the math correctly, for a regular debut jersey. And then there's the autographed debut jerseys. Those are like super rare. All right, here we go. Last box extended. We got Nielsen on the Young Gun and Quinn Hughes on the UD3. We got a silver outburst in this box. All right, is it a Young Gun? No. It is Ridley Gregg, Ottawa Senators. As a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, absolutely hate this guy. Not a fan. But it's a silver outburst. Seneca there on a power play rookie card. We got a Levshunov on the draft day and a rookie reflections Wood. Cam Lund. UD3 and a rookie update here. Orion Suzuki numbered 1199 out of 1999. Young Gun there. I'm not going to say, I don't know if it's Kuntar. That's a, I gotta get the pronunciation on that one. It's not the most unfortunate last name I've ever heard, but and Mitch Marner there, all-world team. Leonard, oh, we got a Young Gun canvas checklist, black and white there. Matthew Schaefer and Michael Misa, and I do believe that tonight we did randomly select, and it was the right side teams. Don't quote me on that. I will check back on the screen, but if that is the case, then it'll go to the San Jose Sharks. I got Aspero, and rookie reflection, Berkeley Catton, and a Kraken canvas. is that? It's like a gap. I'm going to set this pack down here, folks, because it looks like a die cut. All right, just going to set that there. We're going to come back to that one last. I'm not sure what that is. It could be an acetate. It could be, I don't know. All right, a sizzle reel. And we got a Borgro to Foley on the canvas card. Whatever it is, the pack felt a little thicker. And then I turned it sideways and it looks like a die cut card. Crosby. Demidov, Pros and Prospects. Blue Dazzler there of Kadri. Draisaitl on the All World. We got a Danielson Young Gun and a dual Protas and Protas. That looks like it should be a photo variation, but it is not. Now, those Protas boys, they're pretty big too. Oh, could be a Killer Keeper. Yeah, those are a die cut style card. A Koivunen, a UD3, and a Speckle. Sizzle reel of Lane Hudson. All right, let's get to this last pack here. And I did set it down because if you look at it from the side, it looks like there's a die cut card here or something because the bottom is there and then it's a blank. It's just a gap. So let's see what we can do to slow play this one. I'm going to take off the cards here from the back. Those are all base. That's regular base. All right. What is this card? Oh, no way. We have a Young Gun. Acetate, folks. Another acetate. Back-to-back cases. We got a Ryan Green Young Guns acetate. Wow. What a selection of 6 boxes. Holy smokes. Chicago with a Young Gun acetate card. Now, will this fit in a 35.1 touch? I don't think it will because these are 75 point. I don't have a one. Oh, I do have a 1 touch for those. Hang on. I'm just going to set this card down because I just bought a bunch of 75.1 touches. There we go. There was a local hobby shop that went out of business, unfortunately. And he had a bunch of card supplies he was clearing out, so he gave me a really good price on them. And I picked up all these 75.1 touches, which I would not normally have, because it's rare that you get a 75-point card that's worthy of sticking in a 1 touch. But there we have it, folks. Back-to-back acetates, one last week's break and one this week as well. Unbelievable. 6 boxes of extended coming out of that case. Oh, that was part of it. These are the base cards that I just used to set that down on. Holy cow. Extended did not disappoint here tonight, folks. Look at that lineup. And there's many more cards that I don't have enough space for. Whew, SBA, you got some living up to do here. All right, I do have another giveaway though. Let's do that. This one's an interesting one. So I've got a old school Patrick Waugh these cards you actually could cut out. So these are from UD Choice. And if you cut them out, they stand up and you put the head on top. Here's all the instructions on the back. And these are from, I want to say 1980. Is it 80? 98? 98. 1998. So pretty cool card there. If you're a Patrick Waugh collector, you probably don't have this one. So giving that away, and another centering tool. So we have the centering tool and the Patrick Waugh cutout card going out to our winner here tonight. No purchase necessary. If you're watching live, you have a shot here. Just follow along what everyone else is doing in chat with the exclamation point join. And then we will get into our last box here of SPA. Man, but look at this lineup here. 2 Beckett Seneca Young Guns, 1 regular Jacob Fowler Young Gun, Silver Outburst Fowler Young Gun. We got an Acetate Ryan Green Young Gun. So that's our Young Gun scores. And then we ended up with a deluxe of Lekkonen and a UD exclusive of Faxa. But we had some other deluxes too. I believe we had 2 other deluxes, and we had a number of Silver Outbursts, of course. We had that Obi as well, the numbered Obi parallel out of 199. So just some nice hits in tonight's case. Definitely a good way to send off the breaks here for the summer. If Jay wins again, canceling my YouTube premium. I could never cancel my premium. Ever since I did, I for the longest time, I was like, I am not paying that much money a month so that I don't have to watch commercials. But then I realized that I probably consume about 4 hours a day of YouTube. I am a sponge for knowledge, and I literally just watch all these different channels where I learn stuff. I'm also a hobbyist woodworker, so I watch woodworking channels so I can learn new skills. And having no commercials is just awesome. I can never cancel it now. I can't. All right. No more entries here, folks. Our winner. Oh, look at the karma there. We end up with the gentleman who says if Jay wins again, he's canceling his subscription and he ends up winning. Could be rigged. I don't recognize the handle here on YouTube. Who are you? Please, are you in the break? Are you not? What's your actual name? So I can throw that down and make sure I get this off to you correctly. All right. Last box of the break here tonight, folks. We do have the brand new 2526 SP Authentic. They are guaranteeing now 1 Future Watch Auto in each box. We do have 9 cards per pack, and we're going to get 10 packs per box. Stated odds here on the back. I won't read them all out, but here they are on camera. Friend of Alex P. Do you want me to just send it to Alex P? All right, so this just released on Wednesday, literally yesterday. I have not opened any of this year's SP Authentic yet. This will be my first box. I did watch one break just to kind of see what's there. And I got to say, I do like the design of the base cards this year. They do look sharp. The future watches, I think, look nice as well. Overall, I think they did a pretty good job with SP Authentic. So there we are, folks. There's our base cards. You know, your typical clean look. Usually they've got a lot of white in the background. I do like that they added a little bit more color this year to the base. So they're a good design. And then we'll get a look at some of these inserts. Looks like we got a pageantry coming up. So we have a Outliers. I think that's a brand new insert. I don't remember that from last year. And we got a pageantry, Wendell Clark. Sweet, red pageantry or Wendell Clark. And oh, is that a red? Red Future Watch. Oh, it's just a limited. So we have a limited Future Watch there of Quinn Hudson. And then some more base cards. So there's our limited red Future Watch. And that one is Quinn Hudson. These are actually much sharper than the limited Future Watches from last year. I really like the look of these. I like that it's got the big Future Watch here instead of just a little tiny thing in the corner. Yeah, I really like that design. Oh, if that's the case, hey, I'm Goose9972. Just reach out to me. Send me a message on Facebook or send me an email to info@maritimesportscards.com. Just send me your address there and I'll get the card out to you. All right, we have a Future Watch Limited. This one's a blue, so that one will be numbered. Yeah, it is. We have 372 of 399. We got Camel. So there's the limited blue there on the back. Another Outliers there of Malkin. And what is this? That's just a plain limited red. I do like, you know what? I wish I should have grabbed some of last year's SP Authentic so we could compare the cards. I do like the look of these inserts much better than last year's for the limited and for just the plain limiteds too. So that's just the limited, and then we have the limited reds and blues. I think they look sharp. All right, we got a Spectrum, so that's the bounty card there. We got a Cole Caufield. A good player to hit on those. This is one of those bounty cards. I'll flip that over here in a second. Just want to make sure we don't have an auto one behind us. Oh, it's a crooked scratch there, but you scratch that. There's a code on the back. You go to upperdeckbounty.com. There it is there. And you would enter the code in. I will caution that the top prizes are probably already gone, but there will still be a prize. So if you do collect all of the Spectrum FX codes and you enter them onto that site, you will get something, but it won't be the top prize. All right, we got the freshman focus there, Weisblatt, and a red Future Watch Limited. That one is Jack Finley. What's that card? Kind of inserts this one. Freshman focus, Ryan Green. And then we have a pageantry. That's the regular pageantry. The Wendell Clark was a red pageantry. So we got Sandine Pellica. He's a rookie, so rookie pageantry. And we have another red Future Watch Limited of Tristan Lennox. So we should expect at least one Future Watch auto and hopefully one other auto. In some boxes, I've seen 3 autographs. Usually one of them's an update, but not guaranteed. Oh, we got a collaborations there. Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin. We have Bunting on the pageantry and a limited red of Kachuk. I didn't see Mike ask about how limited is limited red. Not all that limited. The blue is much more rare, and then there's a green as well, I believe. I think there's a green. Yeah, there is. There's a green. The red is the more common of them. It's a fairly common insert. Freshman focus there. And we got a Sorokin on the pageantry. And a red limited Future Watch of Levshinov. Still no autos, down to 4 packs here. Freshman focus, Callahan. Marcel Dion on the pageantry, going back with a legend. And a limited there, red of Michkov. Another bounty. This one, Cam Lund, Future Watch Spectrum FX. We have a freshman focus there of Coco and a limited red, not limited, sorry, just the, yeah, limited red, sorry, Joel Eriksson Ek. 2 packs left. Do we only get one auto or do we get one per pack? It does say one Future Watch auto per box, so there should be at least one. Most boxes I've seen, there's been 2 autos. Okay, so we got a Berkeley Catton numbered card at a $5.99. I think that might be a horizontal Future Watch, folks. I didn't do a very good job of slow rolling that, but I think that might be it. Yes, it is. There we go. We'll take that. I mean, it's not the out of $9.99, but Berkeley Catton is a pretty big name for rookies this year. Nice looking auto as well. That one, $159 out of $5.99. Big hit there for the Seattle Kraken. Congratulations there. And right behind that, what do we have? Collaborations. Just going to set that down while we get the Future Watch in a one-touch. Not have ready, so hang on. I'm just going to set this on top. Yeah, I'll take a Berkeley Catton Future Watch. I would take a horizontal Catton Future Watch over some relatively no-name regular Future Watch any day of the week. There we go. Let's take that one down. We're taking down a UD exclusives, folks. That's what kind of night it's been. Okay, we had the collaborations there. Vetrano and Terry, and a Future Watch Limited of Sillinger. Last pack, tonight's break, last pack for the breaks until the fall, September. Hoping for one more auto. Yeah, Casey, I fail to understand how the out of $9.99 Future Watches are worth more than the ones out of $5.99. I don't get it either. All right, here we go. Last pack. Mick David on the base. I'm going to go from take all the base here off the back. Let's go from the back here. We got a Gabe Velarde. We have a Oliver Moore freshman focus. And I'm hoping for another auto, but not guaranteed. There it is. Morgan Frost. Calgary Flames. That one on the limited auto. So we did end up with 2 per box. A Morgan Frost auto as well as our Berkeley Cat. All right, don't go anywhere because we do have to randomize all of the cards that are all part of tonight's break as well. We got those 6 cards. I'm just going to take a moment here to get them set up. But do take a glance one more time at all the hits here from tonight's break. What a phenomenal haul. We got the Acetate Young Gun of Ryan Green. Regular Jacob Fowler Young Gun. There's the Silver Outburst to accompany that one. 2, you're not seeing double. 2 Beckett Senecas. We got a Lekanen Deluxe over here. Oops. Got the Morgan Frost. And a Berkeley Catton Future Watch auto. Pretty sweet haul. All right, let's get all of these cards lined up here. You have 6 of them. And I think I'm going to put the John Tavares in position number 1. This is not necessarily in any order of value. I'm just, you know what, I'm putting them out so that, I don't know, it's just how I'm arranging them. I'll put the Quinn Hughes. And we got our 2 ladies here. We'll put those like this. Let's take that out of there. Shift these down just a little bit so everything fits on camera. All right, so the way that this is going to work, folks, I'm just going to go back to our list of participants that we used to start tonight's break. The person in position 1, when I do the randomize it, I'm going to randomize one more time. So you're going to see the list is going to say this list has been randomized 3 times because that's what we did at the beginning. I'm going to hit the randomize button 1 time and 1 time only. It will then say it has been randomized 4 times. Whoever is in the top spot will go home with the John Tavares card, spot 2, spot 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Anyone have any questions about that before I get started on that for the draw for the cards here tonight? So again, I'm going to randomize our list of participants one more time. Whoever is in position 1 gets the Tavares, 2 is the Caufield, 3 Gauthier, 4 Quinn Hughes, 5 Nick Suzuki, 6 Celebrini, 7 Labonte, and 8 Heaney. Now, just before I do that, I'm feeling a little bit, it's my last break here before we pause for summer. Go ahead and put your favorite team in chat. And if you put your favorite team in chat, you're participating in tonight's break, I will throw some cards in from that team that I've got laying around here. I'll throw them in with your cards here tonight. Go ahead and do that while I'm pulling up our list here. Thank you, Paul. If you are a alias that I don't recognize or I may not recognize, please tell me who you are in the break. Definitely helps me out. All right, so go ahead and do that. I'm going to go over to our randomized screen here. Unfortunately, the randomized screen blocks out the cards, so we can't see the cards and the randomize at the same time. I'm just going to hit the randomize button, then we'll switch back to the cards. All right. So here we go. We've got our list of participants on the right-hand side here. And if you look at the very bottom, it says you have randomized this list 3 times. I'm going to hit that again button once and one more time only. Whoever is in top spots going with the Tavares. Then we go Caufield, Gauthier, Hughes, Suzuki, Celebrini, Labonte, Heaney. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. Casey taking down the top spot with the John Tavares card. As a Calgary Flames fan, I don't know how he feels about that, but congratulations to Casey. Brian S., number 2, going home with the Cole Caufield. Number 3, Peter D., getting the autographed Cutter Gauthier. Spot number 4, Glenn P., going home with a Quinn Hughes Young Guns card. Spot number 5, we have Brandon F. going home with the Gold Doubloons Nick Suzuki card. Spot number 6, we have Josh D. with the Marquee Rookie Celebrini. 7, Keith A. and 8, Keith A. going home with the 2 women's Team Canada cards, Labonte and Heaney. So again, congratulations to our winners there. Again, these are the cards that we have. Spot number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8 going home to Keith. I don't remember the order exactly, but I believe that was Casey, Brian, Peter. Oh, can't remember. Was it Brandon? I'm not positive. This one was Josh. These 2 were Keith. Not sure those 2. Memory's good, but not that good. Congratulations to all of our winners here, folks. Again, if you enjoy our content or breaks, please do consider giving the video a thumbs up as well as subscribing to the channel. We are going to take a pause on our breaks here for the summer, at least officially. Doesn't mean that I won't throw one in randomly sometime throughout the summer. It's totally possible, but there will not be a weekly scheduled one throughout July and August. I will still be opening up cards. I will likely do just some content where maybe I'm talking about the draft day or whatever else it might be. So do please keep in touch over the summer. I will be at the Halifax Expo, as I said. That's happening July 10th to 12th. If you're in the Maritimes anywhere, I would say it's worth the trip out. It's going to be the largest sports card show in the area. And do come say hello. I will be set up. My booth should have a sign on it with Maritime sports cards. Again, my name is Sean. Come and introduce yourself. Say hello. It's great to put faces to names. And I can't thank you enough for a fantastic hockey season of breaks. All of your support is awesome. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care, folks.
Maritime sports, we breaking the heat. Sean on the mic, pulling grails from the street. Crosby, Mick, David, Bedard on the rise. Great White North, where the legends collide. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young Guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline high. Silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. Mick, David, Speed, Bedard on the glide. Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a one-on-one hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime sports, engrave the name. Whoa, crack packs, drop facts. Whoa, no fakes, all stacks. Whoa, from the great white north, yeah, we run them tracks. Yeah. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young Guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline high. Silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. Mick, David, Speed, Bedard on the glide. Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a one-on-one hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime sports, engrave the name. Crack packs, drop facts, no fakes, all stacks. From the great white north, yeah, we run them tracks. Crack packs, drop facts, no fakes, all stacks. From the great white north, yeah, we run them tracks.